I know it sounds incredible for me to ask this question, but do you think we've been doing Chanukah wrong for 2,000 years? Like, have you ever thought about this? You think that perhaps the way we do it is not the way we're really meant to? 1 second, hey, Rabbi, what are you talking about? Well, listen here. It's not like there's some kind of unknown reason why we do 8 days of Chanukah. There's a reason, but the 8 days doesn't seem to fit the reason. So if there's a reason, it should make sense. Here's what I mean. Why do we celebrate Chanukah? We celebrate Chanukah because the Greeks didn't allow us Jews to worship God in the Holy Land of Israel. They overtook the temple, they defiled it, they took the oil we needed to light the menorah, the candelabra, and they defiled it. There was no olive oil suitable for lighting the menorah. And the Greeks had totally overtaken the Holy Land and the holy places. The Maccabees, under the direction of Matityahu, and then his son Judah the Maccabee, and his 5 brothers, the Jews vastly outnumbered by the formidable, strong Greek armies. They took up the banner and they said, Mi la Hashem Elai, who wants to follow God, follow me. The small number of Jewish faithful legions overcame the vast Greek armies, and they were able to retake Jerusalem, and they were able to rededicate the temple, but now they wanted to light the menorah. There was no oil. There was only one little flask of oil that they found miraculously. They lit that oil. Should have been enough for one night. But it takes 7 days to make new holy oil, untainted oil, oil that was signed with the signature of the high priest, which meant it hadn't been ritually defiled. All they had was one. 7 days to make new one. They lit the menorah the first night. Miracle of miracles, wonder of wonders. It lasted for 8 days. So we have 8 days of Chanukah. Yes, but not so fast, my friends. How many days could it burn naturally? Well, 1 day. How many days did it burn supernaturally? Well, it burned for 8 days till they got new oil. 1 second. Naturally, it could burn for 1 day? Let's do the mathematics here. It could burn naturally for 1 day. It burned for 8 days. So how many days of miracles are there? 7 days. So why do we have 8 days of Chanukah, not 7 days? 2,000 years we're doing 8 days of Chanukah. Could it be a mistake? We really should have 7 days? Did some creative child who loves getting Chanukah geld, the Chanukah money, he gets it every night of Chanukah. It's a mitzvah. Give your kids Chanukah geld. Do you think that this kid managed to inject an extra day of Chanukah somehow? No, of course not. We're doing 8 days of Chanukah because our sages told us to do it, to remember the miracle. 1 second, isn't it 7 days of... The first day of miracle, you know what we commemorate? The fact that they found the oil. That was a miracle, that there was one untainted vial of oil that was still available to be found. They had to look for it, and they found it. And that's the first miracle we celebrate, first day of Chanukah. And then it lasted instead of 1 day for 8 days. That's another 7 days. So we have 8 days of Chanukah. My friends, go and search for your oil. Go and search for the miracle. Miracles happen, but God wants us to first start with an action of ours. Look for the oil. Light the menorah, even if it looks like it can't last. You do your bit. God will fuel your behavior and your activities and your actions with miracles and light. May you all be blessed with miracles. Happy Chanukah.